What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about the top 100 players in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Before we get on to that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. You put more MyTEAM content here than anywhere else. If you want to find out about the game, if you want quick news, if you want to find out about what cards are coming to the game quick, subscribe, because we get, well, we have almost every day we get the content out first. Obviously, the last couple of days, I've been extremely busy, so we've been a little bit late, but I'm pretty sure we still got the content out first on some of the days this week. But anyway, yeah, this is the list as of today. This is the list as of the 11th of May. Like, for all I know, you're gonna have to just say this because there's a possibility of it. There might be Spotlight Sims brought in later today. There might be, I don't know, there's honestly potential for anything. There's potential for pretty much anything to happen in terms of cards. Like, we could see insane cards tomorrow. We could see insane cards on Thursday, Friday. We just don't know. So anyway, now let's get on to it. That's a bit of an intro. This is going to be a long video, lads. This is going to be a very long video. So at number 100, on this list, we are going to put in Hakim Warrick. So Hakim Warrick is number 100 on the list. So this guy right here, 29 Huff badges. He has got 84 3 ball. He's got 94 speed. He's got 94 acceleration. He's got Huff showtime. Half range extender, which again is pretty good, or say goal range extender, which is pretty good badge. He's got a bunch of half defensive badges as well, and just overall, again, a really nice card. His Sigs, he can curry slide. He's 6'9". He's got base 19 on very quick, which I'm not the biggest fan of base 19 in general. Base 19 on very quick is a pretty good release. I gotta be honest, it is actually a very solid release. So yeah, he is in there anyway. So, then we have got at number 99, we have got Cedric Maxwell, the Season 5 Unlimited Reward. And yeah, this is how good this list is. Cedric Maxwell is at number 99. I'm going to try, the last couple of these videos have been like an hour and 30 minutes. And I'm going to try to keep this under, I'm going to see if I can keep this under an hour. But Cedric Maxwell, 27 huffs, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 85 three-pointer. Only gold range extender, but he's a 6'8" 2 guard, and his release base 3 on quick feels like a very quick for a lot of different releases. So yeah, I think that is a very solid player. So then we have got at number 98, we got a budget guy. We got Kirk Hinrich. Kirk Hinrich, a 6'4" point guard, gets great defensive animations. His release is incredible. Base 22 on very quick, can curry slide, moderately good behind the back. And again, just all around a very solid card. A little bit undersized, but look, from using him, he has felt like he's a very good card. So look, I could be completely wrong on that one, and he could be absolutely horrendous, but I mean, anytime I've used him, he's been good. So yeah, let's put him onto this list right here. So then we have got at number 97, we have got Deron Williams. And this guy is not as good on current gen, but he's really good on next gen. This is a next gen made card, lads. This is a next gen made card. He's got one of the best releases in the game, base 38 on very quick. And yeah, he is just unbelievable. He's just unbelievable at what he does. Like, again, he's got base 38 on very quick. He's not going to be much of a dunker, but that's kind of his one big problem. He does everything else really well except dunking. And at number 96, we have got Terry Dischinger. We got the dentist. We got Terry. We got a guy who was honestly one of the best cards in the game for his time. He's got half showtime. He's only got gold clamps, but again, he's got a great wingspan, 6'7", great release. He can curry. Like, obviously, saying things like he can curry means nothing in may, because every card can curry, but when he came out, he was one of the very, very few players in the game that could do what he did. Like, again, the guy was absolutely fantastic. Like, he was, like, I don't know, like, he was number 1 maybe card in the game when he first came out. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure actually I'm at number 2. I had him as number 2 on one of these lists when I did one of them at the start. Then at number 95, we have got Larry Bird. So Larry Bird, again, a very, very solid card. And I've just actually realized, I'm looking through this, I have forgot quite a few players. I forgot Domantas Sabonis. You can put in here. Just a heads up if you guys are asking where he is. I forgot Domantas Sabonis, and I've definitely forgot to give a few moments cards. Larry Bird, half, you can't curry, but his stats are really good, and he's got half blinders. He is a 1000% next gen made player. I would not use Larry Bird if I'm on current gen. He is definitely great on next gen, but he's next gen made. There is no question at all about that one. The guy is fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic, but he's next gen made. He is most definitely next gen made. So next up on the list, we have got this is gonna be a solid enough card. It's gonna be a solid enough card, and it is Precious Achiuwa. This guy is a amethyst who can do everything. Like, he's got half range, half clamps. He's got like the half defensive badges. He's also got a really, really good 3-pointer and a moderately good release. I don't know. Oh, please tell me this isn't going to keep happening. Base 100 and very quick. So he's actually got a pretty nice release. He is definitely a solid card. So next we have got Carmelo Anthony. Melo's only okay. Like, I think 94 is a fair spot for him. And for those wondering why I have Steph Curry not on the list, 97 3-ball for Carmelo Anthony. He's got a bad dribble style, and it's a big reason with Steph Curry. He's the guy who has a really bad dribble style. He's got Melo on quick, not even on very quick. Like, Alex English at least even has Melo on very quick. He has got steady shooter, quick first step, space creator, Hall of Fame. So yeah, he's got half blinders, but like, dude's a cone. Dude's a cone on next gen, can't do anything else. Then we have got Ron Harper. Ron Harper is one of those guys that's actually very good on one gen, but awful on the other. And because of that, I have him low. Definitely some next gen bias for why I have Ron Harper down this low. Because if you're looking at his stats and badges, dude's got 35 half badges. Outside of gold range of shooting badges, he's actually a very, very solid point guard. He's a 6'6" point guard. He's got base 18. He's got a bad dribble style though. Dude's got a bad dribble style. Bad dribble style is a killer on this gen, and his release is not great. Like, base 18 is not a great release at all. So for that reason, I have got Ron Harper in here at number like 93. But again, you'll see the guy's one spot ahead from just how good some of these players in the 90s are. Then we have got Malik Sealy at number 92. Malik Sealy, 6'8", really solid defender. The one problem with him is he doesn't have blinders. And that's his only real problem. Only go range, but his stats tiny bit of data. He's still class. He's still more good for 5k. You can't actually get much better than him, but I just think he belongs in this spot on the list because I think there are a lot of better guys that aren't that much more expensive that just do the same thing as him. So yeah, Malik Sealy in here at 92. And at 91, we have actually got a free card. We've got a guard who in season 5 was one of the free cards you could get. And it is Clyde Drexler. So Clyde Drexler, he's very, very similar. Like, very similar badge-wise to Malik Sealy. He's a little bit smaller with a shorter wingspan. I just prefer his release. I just think Clyde is a better release, and on current gen is better dunking animations. And that's it. And that is it. Like, these guys are both extremely, extremely similar cards. A lot of people would have Brandon Roy somewhere on their list. I don't know why. The more I use Brandon Roy, the more I don't like him. Like, Roy didn't even make my top 100. And I have Clyde normally at a similar enough tier to Roy. But again, like, the difference between guys that I have at the end of my list and guys that aren't on the list is tiny. Just like there are, like, you could argue that, for example, maybe not Brandon Roy or maybe not Clyde, but you could definitely argue some guys around this spot could be 40 spots higher. It's just one of the crazy things, like how many good cards we have this year. Like, the most OP cards are not as OP as last year, but we have a lot more. Then number 90, we got Mo Bamba. His player build makes him a next-gen beast. Skinnier players move better on next-gen, don't know why it is. He's got 94 speed, 89 3 ball, and a pretty good release. Same release Triple J. He's got half range, half quick for his step. 79 ball handle, that's fine on next-gen. No SIGs. I wish he could curry. If we got a Mo Bamba that could curry, that's literally just... That's better Bobo. But yeah, Mo Bamba, he's really good. He's really, really good. And again, the fact he's at 90 just shows how good cards 2K have released this year. Then at number 89, this one is a bit of a surprise. This guy is next-gen mate. Gary Harris. He came out today. He is really, really good. He is very, very good, lads. So I would say Gary Harris is one of the most underrated players in the game right now. If you are on next gen. If you are on current gen, you know what? He's not up to much. But the thing is, base 70, which he has, is way more cash on next gen. As well as that, dude's got half clamps, half steady, which is blinders. Like, is blinders the best badge in the game? Yes. Is it a be all and end all? Like, is a card bad if it doesn't have blinders? No. But blinders is the best badge in the game. He gets half blinders. He also, again, is a little bit undersized. But one thing I've noticed is that it's more important to have height at the point guard position because you're matching up to other point guards and have height at the 2. You can get away with being a 6'4" 2 guard because it's very, very, it's very rare you see a 6'10" 2 guard. And by that I mean, unless they're running Kevin Durant, they're not running a 6'10" 6'10" 2 guard. You see a lot of 6'10" point guards in Ben Simmons. You see a lot of Magic Johnson at the point. So he's got shifty dribble style, pro 1 behind the back, base 70 on very quick, which is a release that I really like. And yeah, I think he's just a very, very good card. And then we're actually just gonna, I kind of lazy this. I'm gonna put in Moutier. I'm gonna put in Moutier because I think he's got a good, really good release. He's got shifty dribble style, 93 ball, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. He's only got gold range. He's got half clamps though. 6'5" and a 6'9" wingspan, which is a good height. And it's an all-around good card. And then he has one spot behind the slightly better version, in my opinion, Moutier. I get it, he's got 9 less half badges, but he does have half range, which is important for point guard. And it's Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton, doesn't matter what gen's on. Yeah, his release isn't as good. Half range extender is always going to be preferable for me for a point guard. So they're very similar cards. Both of them, same wingspan, same height. Literally, it's just preference. And I'm going to put Halliburton one ahead. Then we got Arvydas Sabonis. Somehow I forgot Domantas Sabonis, who is as good, but I put Arvydas in. Arvydas, 80 speed, which for a 7'3" player is not bad at all. 94 3 ball, half range, half deep hooks, which doesn't mean anything anymore. Only gold clamps with a lot of half defensive badges. Moderately good release, in my opinion. And yeah, he's just like a very good card for me anyway. Then at 85, you got to badge this guy up. This is 84, I think. You got to badge this guy up, but JaVale McGee. We have got JaVale McGee. And considering I typed in Mac and forgot that I've missed out on Tracy McGrady's Galaxy Opal, just a heads up again. I'm not sure where I would put him. I can't think off the top of my head, but he would be on this. Sorry. No, he is higher than I thought he was. Let's just say that much. He's higher than I initially thought he was. I do have him on the list. But 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 84 mid-range. Thing is, though, he blocks it in shots and he's very, very tall. It's something about his player build, especially on current gen, that I would take him with range over Bamba with range. But again, that's just personal preference. I reckon him versus Mo Bamba is a close one. He's actually also got a really, really cash release. But yeah, for next gen, I would take Bamba. Current gen, I would take JaVale McGee. Then we have got Andrew Wiggins. He's basically Malik Sealy slash Hakim Warrick, except, I don't know. It just feels better. Hard to explain it. Hard to explain it. Badge and stats wise, he shouldn't be, but he just feels like he's that little bit better. Then we have got at number 83, Richard Duma. We got Richard Duma in here. 30 half badges, Showtime, Relentless Finisher, Slithery. He's got Drop Stepper as well, Pro Touch, Fast Break Finisher. He's also got like Quick First Step. He's got basically every badge except half range. Paul George and very quick, which I really like. Quick dribble style. Yeah, he's just near perfect card. Then a number 81. Lads, I just want to say this right now. This list is for everybody. It's all inclusive, and this guy should never be used in a competitive setting. I'm telling you this right now. The next 2 guys on the list, or 2 of like the next 4 or 5 guys, should not be used in a competitive setting. But I'm going Sim Vular. Yeah. He's just so tall. Speed glitch is still a thing. He can speed glitch around the place. He's got the height advantage if you are on next gen. His post game is unbelievable. He can just drop step, half post spin technician. Yeah, he's not the fastest in the world. That is true. Dude, 7'5". Dude, 7'5" at half range. Dude is 7'5" at half range. He's got to be somewhere on this list. He's on the lower end, but he's got to be somewhere. Then we have got... This card is surprisingly good. Zebo. Zebo is surprisingly good, lads. He has got a 94 3 ball, 89 speed, 89 acceleration. He's got 88 lateral quickness, 85 driving dunk. He's also got half showtime, half hot zone hunter, half pick and popper, half range extender, half clamp. So he's got all the Hall of Fame badges. He can only curry on current gen on next gen because he is 6'9", but he is not six. He's 6'9". Doesn't matter what weight he is, he can curry on next gen. And he's got the Pro 3 behind the back. Zebo release is not the greatest, but I'm very quick. It's fine. And this is just an overall really underrated card, and I think 80 is like a fair spot for him. Then we have got Tacko. Tacko, I don't know why I didn't just put Tacko on Sim Vular 1 spot above. Tacko's like Sim Vular with a longer wingspan without range extender. They're so similar cards. They are so similar. I'm telling you, they are unbelievably similar. So whatever I said about Sim Vular, same thing with Tacko. Then at number 78, I think, we have got Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo. He is a shooter. He's a point guard. He's 6'4", so he's a little bit taller than some people. And if you guys want to put Gary Payton in here as well, I don't think there's much of a difference. Like, honestly, there's not much of a difference. Victor Oladipo versus Gary Payton. I forgot to put Gary Payton on this list because I just realized that when I was talking about 6'4" point guards. But if you want to compare Victor Oladipo to Gary Payton, Payton has got way better passing vision, passing IQ. That's what matters. Interior defense, 82 is fine. I'm telling you, yeah, he's got way better stats. But like post moves, does that really matter for a point guard? Are you going to use a point guard in the post? Not really. Is Oladipo better, or is Payton better than Oladipo? Yes, but most of those 200 stats are stats that don't matter. He's definitely better than Oladipo as a point guard, but it's not enough better. So I would have Payton probably a little bit higher. I would have Payton probably around the same spot as Westbrook, but I did forget Payton. So yeah, I just threw him in there because I don't know what number I put him. I just forgot him. Then we have got Lionel Messi. We got Lionel Simmons himself. Half blinders, one of the best releases in the game, base 62. I'm very quick. Michael Porter Jr. release. I'm telling you, if we get a half blinders Michael Porter Jr. with shifty dribble style on next gen, it's game over. It's game over. His release, this is the best release in the game on very quick on next gen. It is, in my opinion, the easiest one to green. But he's basically like, imagine like a Malik Sealy or something with half blinders and a better release. That's what Lionel Simmons is. Then we have got, this is an interesting one because I know some people are going to disagree with me, but Matt Bonner. Matt Bonner is 6'10", 7'3" wingspan, Klay Thompson. And I'm not even kidding. He literally just Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's Curry slide. Klay Thompson's behind the back. Klay Thompson release. He is literally 6'10", 7'3" wingspan Klay. I'm saying, oh, he's not athletic enough. Dude's got 91 speed, 95 driving dunk. He's not a good defender. 92 lateral quickness. Yeah, he's only got 79 block. Play the dude a power forward. He's got half clamps, half intimidator, all the gold defensive badges. Like, I'm telling you, this guy, does he deserve to be any higher than this list? No. Is he arguably the best amethyst in the game? Yes. Matt Bonner, 76. 75, we got Chris Mullin. So we got Money Mullin right here. So Chris Mullin is obviously a shooter, and he is one of the best at that in the game. His defense is decent. But I mean, he doesn't really do much other than shoot the ball, really. But he does it at a really high rate. So Chris Mullin, is going in here at 75. At number 74, we got Mel Daniels. He's a great defensive player. He's a cone, though. He can't really move with the ball. He is a cone. And there are so many cones that are better than him that at this stage in the game, yes, he's more usable in a competitive setting than the guys that are ahead of him. But again, a cone is a cone, and I can't put cones too high on these lists. Because again, you're grinding 30 yards for a cone when you can get a unbelievably similar card to this in... I'm trying to think. Like Eddy Curry does a similar job at power forward to Mel Daniels. He's 10k. Then we have got number 73. We got Magic Johnson, point guard. His movement is really good on next gen. He can't run on current gen. He literally has the stutter run, and that is a big problem with Magic Johnson. The stutter run is a killer for the player, but he moves well on current gen, or on next gen. His release is terrible on next gen though, so that's why he's low. Then we got Ja Morant. Ja Morant, a very solid card. He's flawed. Don't get me wrong, the guy's flawed. But Ja, I personally believe, is better than a lot of people say, but I don't think he's as good as a D-Rose. Again, they're basically the same card. It's preference. It is literally preference whether you prefer a Ja or a D-Rose. I just have D-Rose slightly ahead of him. And speaking of that, I got Wall slightly ahead of him. They're basically the same player, except Wall's got wall base. I get it, you've got extra half badges. They don't matter. They're the same card. It is preference. My preference is that I found Wall better than Ja Morant, but again, doesn't make much of a difference. Then we have got Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan. The guy is a good defender. I think he just shoots the ball out of the three of these. I felt like D-Rose felt better. They're basically the same card. There's no real point talking about them in different ways because they're basically the same card. And then we got, in my opinion, the best of them all, Russell Westbrook. The same card. Basically the exact same card. 96 3 ball, but he's got half blinders. So, and as a next gen player, I'm putting Westbrook first. And actually, you can put the other Westbrook in the exact same spot as him because they're the exact same stats wise. The Evo Westbrook that came out today, you can put them in the exact same spot. Then we have got at number 67 or 68. 69. We got Caruso. We got Alex Caruso. He's a little bit taller than these guys, but he does the same thing. He's that athletic point guard. His wingspan's shorter, so he doesn't seem that much taller. But he's like a slightly better version of like a Halliburton. So there's no real point going over these guys too much because in the middle of these packs, all these cards are very, very similar. Then we got Wes. Wes Unseld, he's still chicken. Like, that's the only thing he can do for me. For me, he doesn't rebound, he doesn't play defense, he's just chicken. But I know a lot of people are very, very high on Wes Unseld, so I'm going to put him here. Then we have got Chris Webber. So Webber is a 6'9" point guard. So in my opinion, he's like basically a better moving Magic. And the thing with better moving Magic is that like he doesn't move as well on next gen, but he moves way better on current gen. His dribble style is slasher, so again he's got that he can't really do much on next gen, but he can burst on current gen. So again, there are a lot of good things with Chris Webber. He's just, in my opinion, just bigger and is better released than the Magic. So I take him over Magic, but the more I use Webber, the less high I am on the card. Then we got a few interesting ones here. We got Joe Smith next. And you guys might be saying I'm crazy. 6'10", 7 foot wingspan. He has got only gold range, but he's got all of these half defensive badges. He's got basically 85 plus in everything. His stats are so well rounded. 93 ball. He can curry only on next gen though. And maybe again it's next gen bias, but base 22 on very quick is an unbelievably good release. And the thing is, his upper is weird. His upper is really weird. Base upper 69. It's the Horford upper. It is a weird upper. I'll be the first to say it. It's really weird. But there's a but. if you can get used to it, he's cash. If you can get used to it, his release is unbelievable. And with his height, with his player build, I'm telling you, if you can get used to that release, you have got a gem on your hands, lads. You have got an absolute gem on your hands. At number 65, we have got Nikola Jokic. So Jokic, set shot 14, pro 6 behind the back. I love his release on current gen. On next gen's okay. He's got half range. He's got gold clamps. He's a center. He's got 93 speed though for a center. His dribbling is good. In my opinion, his release is good. I wouldn't use this guy on next gen. For me, he's more of a current gen card because again, his dribble style is not the greatest. And he doesn't get the like glitchy things that Dirk gets. And it's like funny. I used to prefer Jokic to Dirk. Now I prefer Dirk to Jokic. Now that I learned about the whole slasher dribble style and just how to get bursts out of it. But Jokic is going to go 65. And because of that, Dirk is going to go 64. I've had these guys together on like every single list. I initially thought Jokic was better than Dirk. My reasoning was that Jokic, in my opinion, is still better on current gen. Because I don't really like this Dirk release on current gen. It's not terrible on next gen. Dirk with shifty dribble style. You can side to side spam with Dirk, and he's going to be godly. And we got 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 95 3 ball, 86 lateral quickness, 95 driving dunk. He has got half range extender, half quick first step. He's also got half clamps, so gold clamps, half hard crusher. So again, an all-around really, really great card here in Dirk Nowitzki. And the shifty dribble styles makes him glitchy on next gen. Then after that, we have got a 63. We've got a new card. We got Shane Battier. This card's supremely underrated. He's got shifty dribble style, base 40, pro 2, pro 3 behind the back, half showtime, half range, half blinders, half clamps, half hard crusher, half interceptor, half intimidator, half flying reflex, half off-ball pest. He's also got 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 93 3 ball. Unbelievable defense stats. This dude is a 3-and-D monster. Like, again, he's a cone, but he has a bit extra. For me, he's like he's taller and better Lionel Simmons. Like base 40 is not as good as base 62, but I mean, man, his just overall game is better than Lionel Simmons. And like his price, I mean, it's not like he's cheap by any means. I wish Battier was cheap. I really do wish Battier was cheap, but you're paying like well over 20k for a pink diamond, which at this stage is quite expensive for a card of that tier. But still, the guy is very, very solid. Then after Shane Battier, we have got Tracy McGrady. I mean, he's still Tracy McGrady, and he's still an opal. I wouldn't use him on next gen. If you're on current gen, guy's still fantastic. I don't know what more there is to say. He's got great length, plays lanes and shoots. He's a cone, but my God, he's not a cone on next. He's a cone on next gen. He's not a cone on current gen. My God, is his release cash. Then we have got 61. We got a card I don't like, but I know if I had him any lower, people kill me. Here on Michael Jordan. I don't think his shooting's okay. His lateral quickness 99 is great. Obviously, his defense he's one of the best defensive cards in the game. The problem is that you can get guys that are 95% as good as him on defense that are twice as good on offense. But my whole thing with Jordan is that if you're playing this game competitively, is Jordan better than some of the guys that are ahead of him? Of course. Problem is that not everybody plays this game competitively, and if you are just looking to cook people with Jordan, he's not a great card for doing that. If you are playing this game casually, just looking to have fun and looking to win a couple of unlimited games, and even if you're starting out, or if you're even a mid-level player, Jordan's not going to be great for you. And again, I'm only judging this based on myself because that's the only perspective I can give. Like, if you are twice the player that I am, and you are reacting to these things, talking about how great these cards are in a competitive setting, you are completely correct. I have no idea what's good in a competitive setting because I don't play competitively. But yeah, in a unlimited setting, and like even if you are someone who's good enough to win 80-90% of your games unlimited, this card is not going to be doing much for you. He really isn't. Then 60, you got an interesting one. I'm going to put this guy here, Sidney Moncrief. And you might be saying, why do I have Sidney Moncrief? He only has gold showtime over the likes of Westbrook and stuff. And he's only got gold range. One reason and one reason only, lads. Obviously, the dude's got 99, all his defensive stats. Base 28, I'm very quick. We don't realize, we've kind of forgot about base 28. Because remember the start of the year when we were all talking about how great Michael Cooper's release was, Rafael Francis' release was. They were all base 28 on normal. We forgot how nice base 28 is. And Sidney Moncrief, I'm telling you, you will learn. You'll learn how to get his releases when you come up against him, or if you get him. Then at number 59, we got Larry Keane. Oh, we got to speed up. We got to speed up. We got to get through the hour. We got to get this done. Actually, no, we will. We can't go too long, and I've just paused right there. Yeah, Larry Keane, he's everything except the 3-ball. He's like a updated version of, do you remember the Kermit Washington card that we had? He's like a current day version of Kermit Washington. Only gold range, but he's got every defensive badge Hall of Fame by bar 1. Like, dude's literally out here 20-something Hall of Fame defensive badges. His defensive animations are ridiculous. His player builds are ridiculous. Base 4 is only meh. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for a defensive player, I mean, is Keenan as good as Bobby Jones? They're close. They're really close. And at 58, we got Korver. And you might be saying, how is Korver ahead of these guys when he's just a cone? Dude's not a cone. Dude's got Korver releasing very quick, which is quality. He's got the Curry slide. He's also got a 99 3-ball, a 95 dunk, a 93 speed acceleration, half showtime, all the shooting badges half, and a bunch of half defensive badges. He is an offensive juggernaut. If he had half quick first step, he would be way better, but he doesn't, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. He's incredible. Korver in here, 58. At 57, LaMelo. The best ISO scorer we have seen so far, including the likes of Westbrook and such. LaMelo Ball's movement is scary. Quick dribble style, 81, base 81 and very quick. His release is chicken. He's the pro 3 behind the back. His movement is so, I don't even know what it is. It's like last year. Like, I know some people didn't like LaMelo Ball's movement. I was the opposite. I love the way LaMelo Ball moved. And he's got a 93 ball. He's also got really good interior defense. He's got good rebounding. This dude's the best triple threat online player that you can get for less than like 30k. And that includes the likes of D-Well and stuff, even on next gen. Like, actually, sorry, I'm wrong. Pokusevski is, but pre-Pokusevski, he was the best. Pokusevski is without doubt the best under 30k. On next gen. On current gen, LaMelo probably is the best, but on next gen, man, those side-to-sides of Pokusevski are just game-changing. Then we have got number 56. We got Jerry Lucas. If you can get used, this guy is a top 30 card, is a top 40 card in the game. Again, if you put a speed shoe on him, and you can get used to his chest pass upper, because Ray Allen base, one of the easiest in the game. And his curry behind the back is great. He's 6'8", so he can curry, obviously. He's got half showtime, half range, half blinders, half clamps. Like, literally, if you can get used, if you're on next gen and you can get used to the chest pass release to time it, I'm telling you, like, Jerry Lucas is, he's top 30, 40. Current gen, you need a shoe because 88 speed isn't going to cut it, but on next gen, 88 speed is more than enough because he's 6'8". And yeah, for me, he's one of the best. He's one of the most underrated cards in the game if you can get used to his chest pass upper. And not everyone's going to be able to use chest pass upper. I've played with him a little bit this year, and I've actually I like his release, whereas last year I hated it with a passion, so it's a tough one. But then we have got, after Jerry Lucas, we have got Robert Covington. And you guys might be a little bit surprised. Dude's a beast. Yes, he's 6'7", but he's got shifty dribble style. He's got half range extender, half quick first step, half clamps, 94 3-ball. What you are basically looking at is Kyle Korver with half quick first step. That's basically what you were looking at here. Yes, he's got gold showtime. So actually maybe you take Korver over Roko on current gen. But on next gen, he is basically Kyle Korver with quick first step on gold. So on Hall of Fame instead of gold, so he's going that little bit ahead of him. Then at 54, we got Juan Carlos Navarro. Juan Carlos Navarro is another one of those guys that is like, if you are good with him, he's going to be a god. Dwayne Wade release on quick. He's got 95 3-ball. He has got range extender, tireless shooter, ankle breaker, unpluckable, clamps. He's just that little bit small. He can curry, quick dribble style as well. And yeah, Juan Carlos Navarro is fantastic. He's basically just a point guard version of this dude right here. John Havlicek, Hondo. One of the stars of the pre-250k meta. He has half range extender. He's got half clamps. He's got 98 on quick. He's also got quick dribble style, Pro 2 size up and escape. He's also got the Pro 2 moving behind the back, and is still a more than usable card in game. Then we've got a bit of a weird one. I know some people might say I'm kind of crazy for putting him here. I really like Zach LaVine. I think his release is like on next gen. It's like a better version of Trey Burke base. Zach LaVine base with Zach LaVine upper. He's got not a great behind the back, but he's got a great between the legs on next gen. He's got a good behind the back in current gen. He's got Pro 2 escape. He's got the quick dribble style as well. He's also got 95 3 ball, 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 98 driving dunk, 93 lateral quickness, half showtime. He's got half range extender, half catch and shoot, half dead eye, half flexible, half green machine. He's got half clamps as well. And yeah, in my opinion, one of the best moments cards in the game. At number 51, we have got way better Carmelo Anthony and Alex English. He's like, imagine if Carmelo Anthony could curry slide, had the Pro 3 behind the back, the quick dribble style, had his release on very quick instead of quick, was an inch smaller, but had a just better at everything and no steady. Like, he's that dude. That's all I can say. Alex English is that dude. If you can get Alex English, you count yourself very lucky. I have 5 Gary Harrises. 5. Yes, 5 Gary Harrises. I have not got Moody yet. So I am not too pleased. If I do say so myself, I'm not too pleased, but he is in here at number 51. So now we got our top 50 right here. First of all, we got Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap is... Wait a minute, I just counted wrong. Mel Daniels. So not Mel Daniels, Alex English was number 50. And Paul Millsap number 49. He's got a 6'8", 7'1" wingspan. He's got slasher dribble style, which isn't ideal. He's got 92 3 ball. He's got range extender, Hall of Fame. Clamps, defensively incredible. And again, very, very good release base, 34 and very quick. I prefer his release slightly to Alex English, which is why he's ahead of him. But you could definitely argue Alex English is better, especially because he can play up to 2. Then we have got Bill Walton. Surprisingly, we have Bill Walton. Like, dude's got 89 speed, 89 acceleration, not bad for center, 82 3 ball. You gotta boost that one. Definitely gotta boost that one. Only gold range, but his movement is the big thing. Like, I've played against him once, and again, someone side-to-sided me. And, like, you can tell on next gen, like, he moves like he's a Pokusevski. He moves like he's a bull. And that's such a big thing on next gen. Again, the tall players with the slender builds. And he's also got a really, really nice release, in my opinion. Base 37 and very quick. His Andre Miller release, that's really, really good. So he's going in here at number 48. Number 47. This guy could have been way lower on this list. But having used him on next gen, I'm putting Billy Owens. I was not high on this card at all when he came out. But I used him last week because he was 20k. And I was using him a little bit in Triple Threat Online to try to do his challenges. Because, like, I had enough time that I knew I was going to get J.R. Smith, but I was like, look, I might as well have a bit of fun. But his defense is spectacular. He's only got goal range. But dude's got, like, Dame on very quick. And Dame on very quick is a lot better than I thought it was. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro to escape. 6'8". I wouldn't use him on current gen because there's lack of hot zones, but on next gen, man, this guy's good. This guy's really, really good. And anyone saying I have a bias towards next gen, of course I do. I play current gen for gameplays, and I play the game enough so that I know what's going on in the game. But I'm mainly a next gen player. And the fact is that there's going to be someone reacting to this video that's going to give a current gen perspective on every one of these cards as well. So, if you do want to see that, obviously we all know. Wave to the camera, Ty, when you're reacting to this. But yeah. Anyway, now we have got number 45 or 46. This card could be higher. Boris Diaw. 93 3 ball, 90 speed, 93 lateral quickness, only an 80 driving dunk. Very easy to get that to 85. Very easy to get that to 85. deep hooks doesn't matter anymore. Only goes showtime. He's got half range, half quick for step, half unpluckable, half clamps, the Pro 3 behind the back, Gallo base, which is one of the easiest ones to green, Pro 2 escape. And this dude was less than 10k at one stage last season. He is fantastic. Then we have got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant Quantum card is still a very, very solid card here. 97 3 ball, 94 speed, 94 lateral, half range, half clamps, still 6'10", can curry on next gen, shifty dribble style, not a great behind the back, but again, the fact this guy came out pre 250 is crazy. He is still a quality card. Then at number 44, we got Hero Zion Williamson. I think people are starting to realize what I've been saying all along, that this card's not that good. Like, he's very solid. He can curry. He's got quick dribble style, Kobe base. His stats are really, really good, but I don't know what it is. He just seems small. And maybe it's just me on next gen because wide players don't move as fast. On current gen, he's just a little bit too undersized to play at that small forward, power forward position at an elite level. And on next gen, he doesn't move like a player should at that position, especially because it's the most stacked position in the game. Small forward, power forward is the most stacked position in the game. I think Zion's 44. And number 43, we got Mr. Next Gen made. Pete Maravich, again, will be a lot higher on next gen, but I know he's a garbage man on current gen, so I have to put him down here. He's got 93 3 ball. He's got half steady, which is not great on current gen, great on next gen. He's got great lateral quickness. The one big problem is that his release is only Ray Allen quick. If it was on very quick, it would be nice here, but still, he's still got a fantastic, fantastic release. And there's a reason why so many people use him on current gen, or say on next gen, and have a lot of success. He's just so bad on current gen that I got to put him down here. Number 42. This guy, like, this is again one of those 10k MT cards that somebody's just started the game's gonna have a lot of success with. Go put handles for days and Justice Winslow, and you've got a perfect card. You got 95 lateral, 90 driving dunk, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 93 ball, half range extender. He's got half quick first step. Yes, he needs handles for days. He's a 6'7" point guard with the Curry slide, a really good release on very, very quick. So on very quick. Imagine if there is a very, very quick that comes out soon. But Pro 3 moving behind the back as well. So yeah, just an all-around really, really nice card here in Justice Winslow. So I'm going to go now on to number 41, and it's Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, the Unlimited Award. I mean, he's a little bit undersized. He's like basically like the Zion card, except a slightly taller with a slightly worse release, I guess. Good behind the back though. He can curry slide, quick dribble style. He's only okay. Like, again, he's good. From here on, every card's gonna be very good. From here on, every card's gonna be very good. But I'm just gonna put him at 41. At 40, we got Kobe Bryant. Kobe, again, he's on current gen, he's higher. I'm telling you right now, on current gen, Kobe Bryant is higher, but he's still only good on current gen. He's not like a game changer. But a 96 speed, like, his stats are unbelievable. The problem is the Kobe Bryant dribble style. The Kobe Bryant dribble style. If you are on next gen, the guy can't move. And like, you know, it was bad. Like, I've seen multiple like park players that know more about this on next gen. They'll know more about these type of things than we know. These guys are complaining about Kobe straight away. We're complaining about Kobe straight away. We're like, why is Kobe Bryant? Why is he so bad on a next gen? Why does he have Kobe Bryant dribble style? And I think we are getting a Kobe Bryant later on in the year at the 2 guard. We'll probably get a GOAT type Kobe. And please, 2K, can you stop? Do not give players their signature dribble styles anymore. Like, players need to have quick dribble style. Like, Kawhi struggles because he has Kawhi dribble style. CP3 moves like a slug on next gen because of his dribble style. Dribble style matters so much on next gen. We need, like, if this Kobe Bryant would be fantastic if he didn't have Kobe Bryant dribble style. If he didn't have Kobe dribble style, he would be 15 spots higher. But on next gen, it's a deal breaker. Like, not having quick or shifty is a deal breaker on a point guard, and you're not going to be running him a power forward. So, yeah, Kobe at 40. Then at number 39, we have got Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett, 41 half badges. This video is going to be a lot longer than an hour anyway. He's got an 89 3 ball. He's got half showtime. A bunch of half defensive badges. He's also got great length, set shot 14. On quick slasher dribble style, he's like a slightly better, he's like a better Mel Daniels. Plays that same role, but I do personally believe Kevin Garnett plays it at a higher level than Mel Daniels. Then we got J.R. Smith. So, like, this is one thing I will say. Kobe's better on current gen, JR is better on next gen. And I think Kobe, if I was say rating out of 100, I'd probably give Kobe Bryant like a, let's say if Kobe's like a 95 out of 100, J.R. Smith's probably like a 90 out of 100. But on next gen, J.R. Smith's probably a 95, whereas Kobe's like a 70 out of 100 as far as point guards go. So that's why I'm going to go with J.R. And he also has a better secondary position. Both J.R. and Kobe are probably best at 2, by the way. And except one of them can play there and one can't. But 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 99 3 ball, half showtime, half range, half blinder / steady, half clamps as well. He has got base 49, Pro 2 behind the back, and another player, I'm putting these in the exact same spot, Kevin Porter Jr., they're the same card. They are the exact same card. So base 49, they're the same. They're the same. So I'm going to put them both in the same spot. One player that I forgot, and probably would be higher than these, is Lonzo Ball, but he has been forgotten on the list. For those of you wondering, I just realized that because I found out about Kevin Porter Jr., who was also not on this list, but he's the exact same as JR. So no surprise for getting that 2 clones exist. Then after J.R. Smith, we have got PG-13. We have got Paul George from the Pantheon set. So PG is a great shooter. I really like his release. He's, again, got a couple of good things going for him in his just decent mind the back. Good player build, 6'9", can curry in both gens. I really like his release. Some people hate it. Half showtime, half range, half clamps. Guy's got everything. And again, I'm just a fan of Paul George. Then after that, number 36, we got Penny Hardaway. Not to be confused with Penny Hathaway, the point guard for the Great Britain Pro-Am team, who moved from power forward to point guard and went... the story of Penny Hathaway might be said some other time. But I got a guy who used to just play team up, run to the rim with Penny Hardaway, filled in at point guard in Pro-Am and nearly won FIBA. Got to the semi-final, lost in a best of 3 to a team that won it all, playing point guard. The legend of Penny Hathaway will always live on. Especially if this video ends with like 70, 80,000 views. Maybe 50,000 people stuck to this stage to hear the legend of Penny Hathaway. But 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 96 3 ball. He's got base 75 again, which is a really great release. He's got Pro 2 behind the back, which is not great, but he does it with Pro 2 escape and size up. Quick dribble style. His movement on next gen is fantastic. No hot zones in the corners. Doesn't matter for a point guard. He's got range extender as well. Hall of Fame. Clamps Hall of Fame. Like, dude's got all the badges that he needs. So he is in here at number 36. Number 35, we have got the cone of all cones, especially on next gen. We got Andrei Kirilenko. We've got 94 3 ball, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, perfect defensive stats, half range extender, half blinders. He's got all these half defensive badges as well. Problem is half steady on current gen, obviously, but he's got base 98 on quick. I wish it was on very quick, but it's on quick. He's got no real dribble sigs, but he's a cone. He's one of the best. He's one of the best, but there's so many guys that are cones that are just better than him that I'm putting ahead. I have ahead of him on this list, so he is in here at 35. And number 34, speaking of another cone, we got Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi is, in my opinion, just has a better release. I think Ray Allen base on next gen, especially on... I wouldn't use either of these guys on current gen if you have any guys that are higher on the list. But half showtime, half blinders, half range. Yeah, he's a little bit lacking Hall of Fame badges now at 22, but it doesn't matter. Still lockdown defense. He gets the Kawhi Leonard defense stance. Problem is Kawhi Leonard dribble style means that he's very much not going to be able to burst. He is a cone. You're not going to be really able to create with the guy. But again, nothing wrong with being a cone. So I wouldn't be that surprised. Like, again, there are a lot of competitive players that would rather run AK or run Kawhi Leonard than guys that are ahead of these guys on the list. Like, for an example, Bailey Howell I have higher because, again, the casual player, not even the casual player, the mid to high level player, the 60 to 90% win rate player in Unlimited will have more success with a Bailey Howell than with a Kawhi Leonard or AK-47. So then we have got number 33. We got Blake. This is a weird situation because just like Anthony Davis, 2K keep giving Pro 2 to players that can't do Pro escapes. He is too heavy to do a Pro escape on either gen. Short wingspan, but he does a Blake release on very quick, which is good. He's got the really wide player build, which is great for current gen. Again, he can boost around everywhere with the wide player build. Like, perfect defense stats again. Anyway, basically 99 and everything. These stats don't matter. They're that good. He's got every badge. It's all about player build animations. Dude can't do a pro escape, even though for some reason they just keep giving pro 2 to people that can't do pro escapes. And his shooting's very nice. Problem is that the wide player build is a huge help for current gen, and on next gen he just doesn't feel like he moves. So yeah, Blake Griffin is going in 33, but he's great on current gen. Then at number 32, we've got Chris Bosh. This is an underrated, really underrated card. Chris Bosh, really underrated. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's got 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 94 3-ball, 90 driving dunk. He's got a half-range extender, quick first step Hall of Fame, clamps Hall of Fame, heart crusher Hall of Fame. He's got basically everything, and he's an elite shooter, base 29 and very quick. Not going to dribble the ball much, but man, as a cone power forward who can occasionally dribble a little bit, like for me, he's the highest of the Mel Daniels / Kevin Garnett type players. I would use him as a cone power forward, but he's great at it. Then we have got after this I'm not sure, so some noise just came from my controller. I don't know what the hell just happened there. After Chris Bosh, we have got RJ Barrett. So RJ Barrett, 6'6", 6'10" wingspan. He is also primary 2-guard / small forward. He's basically like just a smaller Rudy. And that is probably the best way to describe this guy. He is a smaller Rudy. And apologies, something just happened right there. There we go. Basically, he's small. He's literally a clone. He's a clone, but he's a lefty. He's a lefty Rudy. He's a Terry Dischinger. He's a modern Terry Dischinger, but he's lefty because he has Carmelo Anthony upper. He's literally just modern Terry Dischinger with an upper. Great Hall of Fame badges. I don't know why people are saying this card's bad because he's 6'6". 6'6" is perfectly fine for a 2-guard. So he is going in here at number 31. At number 30, Vince. I actually think he's a lot better than people are saying he is. I used him as releases chicken. Vince, I'm very quick. Pro 2 size, Pro 2 escape, Pro 3 behind the back. Dunks on people, basically perfect stats-wise, basically perfect badges-wise. Again, the one thing with Vince, people are saying, oh, his release isn't great. I didn't like his release on quick, but I do really like him very quick. I'm putting Vince in here at number 30. At number 29, we've got Jayson Tatum. And it doesn't matter, if you want to put freaking Pink Diamond Tatum or Opal Tatum in here, they're basically the same card. The only difference is this one is half Showtime. I'm a huge fan of 107 and very quick. I really like that release. Doesn't matter what gen, I really like that release on both gens. Half clamps, he's got half quick first step, basically perfect stats, perfect badges. Can Curry slide, but I do really like that release, so I'm putting Tatum in here. Then number 28. Some people are probably going to disagree with this, but I'm putting Rui Hachimura. I don't know what it is with Hachimura. Like, one thing I will say is that it probably is overkill putting him 20 spots ahead of Alex English. And it is definitely probably one of those situations where it was like, I probably have a better memory of using Hachimura than he actually is. Like, I know he's got 100 more better stats than Alex English. I mean, a lot of them don't really matter that much, and 49 of them are in passing IQ. But still, there is definitely not a 25 spot difference, but they're very similar cards. One of them can just play power forward, small forward. Both of them are significantly better than Carmelo Anthony, by the way. If you don't know, base 55 is basically Carmelo Anthony base. But yeah, Rui Hachimura, I'm putting high on this list because I'm a huge, huge fan of him. And then we got better Hachimura, one spot ahead. We got Kyle Kuzma. So again, a lot of people aren't as high on Kuzma as I am. But look, dude's got like 40 half badges. He's got every single key half badge you need. A bunch of defense ones. Basically perfect stats. The only thing with him is he's got perfect behind the back, quick dribble style. The thing is, if you like base 80, you're going to love him. If you don't like base 80, you're not. If you like Jamal Murray, you're going to love 6'9" Jamal Murray. If you don't like Jamal Murray, you're not going to love 6'9" Jamal Murray. And I love that Jamal Murray card, so Kuzma's in here, 27. At number 26, this is going to be a bit of a surprise to everybody because this guy's 10k MT, but Trevor Ariza. He's got 93 speed. Like, again, in all the stats that matter, he's perfect. He's also got a bunch of defensive badges, half quick first step, range extender. He's got Showtime. He has got base 32. He's also got very quick release on that, which 32 on very quick is chicken. He's also got Pro 6 behind the back, Pro 2 escape, and quick dribble or shifty dribble style. He is my current starting 2 guard, and he's one of my favorite players in the game. Then at 25, we have got Jaren Jackson Jr. And for me, I just feel like he's better than Bosch, but it's close. Like, there is definite free card bias in this. There is definite free card bias. But he's basically like, it's Bosch, but do you prefer base 109 or do you prefer base 29? Simply put, that's it. Literally, it's like, do you prefer, or which release you prefer? I think Jaren Jackson Jr. played a little bit better defense, but like, that's just me. And there's definitely free card bias. Just like there's cheap card bias in saying this card, but I love him. If you are on current gen, I would not use this guy. But if you are on next gen, this guy's release is one of the best in the game. He is Deron Williams' release. Base 38 and very quick. Eddy freaking Curry. It's Eddy freaking Curry, lads. Half range extender, half clamps. Man, we just need to get the gang back together. We just need Dino. We literally just need Dino Raja, which I'm kind of surprised we didn't see him in fan favorites, man. If we got Dino, we'd have the gang back together from 2K20. If only Eddy Curry could tween up and down the floor like he was tweening last year. But man, Eddy Curry is he's a bulldozer. Like, his player build is huge. He runs through people, and he's one of the best releases in the game. Like, yeah, he's not going to be a primary ball handler, but my God, this guy at power forward or center is a bully on next gen. So 24, we got Eddy Curry. And number 23, we got better Andrei Kirilenko and Bobby Jones. Simply put, he's just Andrei Kirilenko with some slightly better stats and no steady. He's a cone. He's a good one. There's no real other things I can say. He's just that type of card. And number 22, he's most definitely not top 10, which Ty had him last time. But at 22, we have Rudy. Rudy is like, imagine if RJ Barrett was right-handed and 2 inches taller. Yeah, that's literally it. Like, the only difference in the whole dribbling is that he has a different upper. Albeit Rudy's upper is better, but that's basically it. Then at number 21, we got David Robinson. His player build is what separates him. He's very much like a Jaren Jackson Jr., except he's only got goal range instead of half range. But I'm telling you, with these badges, D-Rob's release is one of the easiest ones to green, especially on next gen. 93 3 ball, 90 driving dunk. He's got D-Rob release on quick. He's got Pro 6 behind back, Pro 3 escape, and Pro 3 size up. He's not going to be much of a dribbler, but man, his player build is a monstrous. Obviously, he's got big arms. He's a great rebounder. His defense is good. And David Robinson is in here at number 21. At number 20, we got Anthony Davis. If you were to ask me who I would take, D-Rob or Davis, I would take D-Rob, but I know most people prefer Davis. 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's 99 off his 99 defensive overall. He's got not a great behind the back, but he actually can't curry slide. He's too heavy. He's like Blake Griffin. He's too heavy to curry slide. He's got Anthony Davis release on very quick. Basically perfect stats. He's like, imagine Blake Griffin, except he had a better player build. Or he's like Blake Griffin, except, sorry, he's got more hot badges. He's got better player build for next gen, worse player build for current gen. But he's like just another Blake. And he's got a way better wingspan. Yeah, actually, I'm going to say Blake with a better player build. That's probably the best way to describe him. Number 19, we've got DeMar DeRozan clone, Bailey Howell. Not even kidding. He is like DeMar, like you obviously know DeMar DeRozan's higher on the list. He is DeMar DeRozan, except instead of being a small forward, power forward, or instead of being a small forward 2 guard, he's a small forward, power forward. They literally call him DeMar DeRozan in game. He is the white DeMar DeRozan. But his stats are ridiculous. 3,107 is crazy high. It is crazy high. But again, being able to play a 2 at 6'7" is quite important. So yeah, he's going down here at number 19. At number 18, we got Kareem. Kareem will be higher on the list, but he can only play a primary position, and there's a lot of great centers. Like, I don't want to have 1 through or 3 through 7 being all centers. He's still one of the best centers in the game. 92 speed. This is the one player I would advise you to put the half range on if you're getting it from the token market. Perfect defense. Release is actually really good. Not the greatest dribbler with the slasher dribble style, but his defense is great. And man, Kareem's fantastic. He is fantastic. There are just better cards in my opinion. So at number 17, we have got shooting guard Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant, the tallest 2 guard in the game, can curry on next gen, shifty dribble style, great release, great shooter. And funnily enough, he's not as good as center, obviously, as Kareem, but man, at the 2, he's one of the best in the game. So I got to put him ahead of Kareem, who's like the 5th best center in my opinion. Then at number 16, This is where my next gen bias comes into play. Aleksej Pokusevski. The movement. That's all I can say. The movement. If you side to side with Aleksej Pokusevski, you are going to have success on next gen. If you can do the side to side dribble, his release is met, Scotty, but you can get it down. It's not the worst release in the game, especially on very quick. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape. But he's 7 foot tall, small forward with the shifty, or is it quick or shifty? The quick dribble style in a game where tall players move faster because of the way the game's mechanics are. He is borderline unguardable, and his wingspan feels way longer. Aleksej Pokusevski, 16. Then at 15, I'm going to put Luka. I'm going to put Luka Doncic at 15. Still got it. Excellent release on quick is a really, really good release. He's got Showtime. He's got hot range extender. He's also got clamps, intimidator, unpluckable. And he's really nice. Good defender, good dunker. Luka does everything. Then number 14. You guys are going to kill me, but I got LeBron James. Dude can't shoot from the corners on current gen. He's got the quick dribble style, which is good. His player build is wide for next gen, which I don't like. His wingspan's alright. His defense is good. His defense is great on next gen. On current gen, it really is. You have to use him as a primary ball handler. And in my opinion, I think Grant Hill is a better primary ball handler. And I also think that, like, if you're on next gen, like, there's no point using him as a cone, because there are better cones out there, and he's not nearly the best primary ball handler on next gen because he doesn't side to side that well. But again, a solid card. I think he's one of the worst value players in the game, but he is definitely top 15. Then number 13, we have got Toni Kukoc. Kukoc again, quick dribble style, 6'10", moves so well. Ray Allen base, one of the best in the game on next gen. He's also got half range, half handles for days. Like, dude's got 41 half badges. And LeBron is more, but he's only got 5 more. Like, there's only a 5 half badge difference there, and all the stats that matter, Kukoc is like nearly perfect. And Kukoc is taller, with a longer wingspan, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's taller with a longer wingspan. And he also has the skinny player build. Again, the skinny player build is not good on current gen. The skinny player build is good on next gen. So it all really depends on what gen you are on. With Kukoc, you would have him lower for your current gen. He'd be higher. He's higher on next gen. He's top 10 on next gen. That's not even close. Then number 12, we've got DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. He is Bailey Hell, but he can play at the 2. Then we got Tracy McGrady. DeMar DeRozan with better defense, except he's got hot blinders. So he's better on next, but not as good on current gen. Basically it. All of those 3 guys that I have not mentioned so far, Trey Burke base, Kobe on quick, Pro 2, Pro 2, Pro 3, Pro 1, quick dribble style. They're all the exact same. They're all the exact same, there's just slight differences. So now at number 10, starting off our top 10, we have got Grant Hill. So Grant Hill is starting off our top 10 at the point guard position. He has got 94 3 ball, 97 mid, 98 speed and acceleration. He's also got 96 perimeter defense, half showtime. He's got half range extender as well, half clamps, half chase in out, half unpluckable, half handles for days, half flexible release. He has a solid-ish release in base 1 and very quick, and Pro 3 behind the back. In my opinion, I would take him over LeBron James on current gen or next gen, to be honest. Because 1, he can play point guard, 2, and the Pro 2 escape, he can actually do it, unlike LeBron James on current gen. But again, if you don't use Curry slide, you can argue LeBron. But for me, I have Hill over him because he's a better primary, and Hill at power forward is not bad either. So at number 9, we got Jonathan Isaac. Spend Jonathan Isaac plus 100 tokens to put half showtime on him for current gen. This guy's a god. He's like Pokusevski, but he's like better. He's got a shorter wingspan, 1 inch shorter as well. Base 70 and very quick as chicken on next gen. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape, shifty dribble style. Again, great length. His strength of 84 is fine. He's got a half range extender, half clamps, and just an all-around elite card. Then at number 8, we have got Ralph Sampson. Hear me out. This dude is good. I don't care what anyone says. He is not. He plays. If you're 7'4" with min wingspan, you might as well be 7'1". I'm gonna say he might as well only be 7'1". But 88 speed for a 7'1" player is crazy, and the wingspan doesn't even matter for like the speed thing on next gen. And this is, I wouldn't use him on current gen. I think Wilt's way better on current gen. And I don't advise you to lock him in. But he's incredible. Like, he's got half range extender. He's also got like everything except half quick first step, half clamps, all the defensive badges. He can curry. Yeah, I know he's got slasher dribble style, but he's still, man, his movement is still good. He's not going to burst off the curries that are great, but I'm telling you, his height on next gen, I wouldn't necessarily use him on current, but he's really good. Is he, like, in my opinion, he's worse than Wilt. And Wilt is higher than him on this list. There are 3 centers that are higher than him on this list. Or 4 centers that are higher than him on this list. But in my opinion, he's better in game than Kareem. If you want to swap him and Kareem, because I just left a whole bunch of non-centers there, be my guess. I just think he's slightly better. And we got range Giannis. Basically, he's Giannis with range. 96 lateral, 98 driving dunk. Range extender. It's all of Giannis's good animations. Slasher dribble style only, which kind of turns him into a cone, but he's perfectly fine as a cone. Shooting's great, defense is great, release is really, really solid. So Giannis and his versatility being able to play 2 positions. We are going to throw Giannis Antetokounmpo into number 7. And number 6, we got Shaq. So Shaq, 48 hops, half range, basically perfect stats. He has got half clamps. He has also got half quick first step. One thing I will say, in my opinion, Shaq has some of the worst dribbling I've ever seen. I don't know what it is. I cannot dribble with Shaq to save. He's got some of the worst shooting I've ever seen. I cannot shoot to save my life with Shaq. His release makes Wilt Chamberlain's release look like X and base. It is awful. It is absolutely awful. And Wilt versus Shaq is preference. Shaq is the wider player build, which gives him the advantage on current gen. Wilt has the skinnier player build, which gives him the advantage on next gen. I got Wilt at 5, Shaq at 6, but again, that is where next gen bias comes in. You got a better wingspan on Wilt, you got a wider body on Shaq. Shaq's more physically dominant inside, Wilt's going to move better on the outside. Wilt has got Pro 3, they both got very, very similar size of escapes. Neither of them can do them. Wilt's 275 pounds. Set shot 17, he's way better in Shaq's release. Range extender, they're almost the same card. It is literally just preference, Wilt versus Shaq. That's why I've them at 6 and 5, one after the other. And number 4, we got Ben Simmons. Simmons, quick dribble style, Pro 2. Ben Simmons release, which I don't particularly like, but it's not awful. 94 3 ball, basically perfect stats, perfect badges. A 6'10 point guard. I mean, these guys, it's just preference. At this stage, these guys are all basically perfect cards. There's no flaws in any of these cards. It is just preference. And number 2, we got Thon Maker. 7 foot, 7'3" wingspan. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 3 ball, 94 mid-range. He's got 92 lateral quickness, showtime. He's also got range extender Hall of Fame. He's got clamps, hard crusher, interceptor, 47 huffs, base 47, very quick, Pro 3, Pro 2, shifty dribble style. He is like Pokusevski and Jonathan Isaac, except his release is way better. That's basically what he is. And all those guys, the way they move is different. The way they move is different, lads. There's only one player that is comparable to those guys movement-wise, and you'll see him a little bit later. And now, it's tough. The more I use, the more I'm going to have to play to say he's no longer numero uno. He is, in fact, numero dos. Fake Ferry, Danny Ferry. I thankfully only took like 40 games to get him. I know a lot of people took a lot longer. But 97 3 ball, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 95 lateral quickness, 95 driving dunk. He's also got a range extender Hall of Fame, Showtime Hall of Fame, pump fake maestro, handles for your days, pass fake maestro, quick for his step, and the big thing, base 98 on very quick. Base 98 on very quick. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape. The guy has got it all, lads. He has got it all. 6'10 with a 7'5 wingspan. Guys, dude's incredible. But numero uno is Bol Bol. It's Bol Bol. 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 92 3 ball, 90 mid-range. He's an 85 driving dunk, 88 lateral quickness, 90 pass perception, 85 steal. He has got 94 block. He's also got half range extender, and these stats don't matter. Taller players move better, skinnier players move better. Skinniest player build in the game, 7'2" with 7'7" wingspan. 89 speed feels like 137. He is like Brook Lopez release, not bad. He is basically, imagine if Thon Maker was taller with a better build and a better wingspan. Imagine if Pokusevski was 2 inches taller with just way better in game. Bol is the best. He's the best. On current gen, an absolutely elite defensive power forward who can hit wide open jump shots because of the way he moves, how lengthy he is. On next gen, he's just the best. So yeah, that is pretty much it. We have Bol in at number 1. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.